Hi, Asif and Sagar. This is Christina from The Upcoming. So lovely to speak with you today.
Hey
Hi, Christina.
Christina, how you
How are
doing?
you?
To start things off, would you like to share what Deli Boys is about and what audiences can expect from the show?
Yeah, Deli Boys is about two Pakistani brothers who lose their father in a tragic accident and are thrown into a world of crime that they didn't know they were born into.
Yeah, we didn't know our dad was the head of a mob.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about your characters, Mir and Raj?
Mir is sort of a goody two shoes, wants to get his dad's approval. Very pick me type of dude. He's doing everything that he thinks is right for business, going to business school, wearing pullover sweaters and slacks, getting a fiance, all that kind of stuff. And he desperately wants to get his father's approval. And so when our father has his untimely passing, he's thrown into the situation where he doesn't know who he is, what his life is going to be.
And Raj is the older brother who really couldn't take life any less serious. He just wants to stay home with his girlfriend slash shaman in his orgy cabal and wants to do drugs and
Yeah.
live life to the fullest because life is short and you never know when it's going to end. And he doesn't take anything too seriously.
Yeah, chill guy.
Chill guy.
And what drew you to your respective characters?
I think just on the whole, just the show itself. It's very rare that you just find a concept of a show itself that you find so intriguing and exciting that you're just like, I would watch this regardless if I get the job or not. And particularly with my character, I think it was just again in context of the whole show. He's one part of this great sibling relationship, and then also with our auntie and the family, and just the world that they built was so fascinating that truly for me it just felt like, hey, I just want to go play in this world. This world seems crazy and funny and unlike anything that I have ever seen or been in before.
Yeah, and for Raj, I think what drew me to him the most was you see, brown actors on TV, characters on TV every once in a while. But one thing I've never seen is a brown guy who's flawed and does all these drugs, but has a really good heart. The character is constantly battling with wanting to do bad things, but having a good heart and caring about people. And I thought that was such a combination that
We have
I've never seen that before.
We've never seen Dirtbag with a heart of gold.
Yeah, yeah. We've never seen a nice guy piece of shit.
Yeah. And that's important for representation.
How did you bring out Mir's self-described little brother energy? And
Well,
Sagar, would you say Raj has big brother energy?
Yeah, I am the youngest of four boys. So I've been living with little brother energy for quite some time now. So that actually was like I was like, I'm locked in. Little brother energy, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. You knew what to do.
I've lived this.
I'm a middle child in real life of three boys. So I am an older brother in real life, and I'm also a younger brother. I don't think Raj is a great older brother. I just don't think he has older brother energy. I think he has, I'm going to let you do your thing.
He's an older brother with little brother.
Yeah.
He wants to be the little brother.
He wants to be the
He
little
wants
brother.
chains off, because usually little brothers are, you can do whatever you want. We put all the pressure on the older brother. But in the show, it's sort of like our characters, I think, Mir sees Raj as like, oh, well, if you're not going to be a grown-up here,
Yeah, I'll do it.
I guess I will have to.
Yeah.
On that note, did your own experiences influence the way you approach your characters in other ways?
Maybe. I mean, I didn't really consciously really think about it outside of I sort of more so saw it as like, who is this character in the context of his family and, this underworld that he's thrown into. Thankfully, I have never been in the mob. I've never dealt cocaine. You'll never arrest me. And but I do understand family and all that. And so I think my personal experience kind of filtered more through the family thing. And then also, being an actor and a stand-up comedian and all that, and being South Asian, we spend a lot of time taking risks and putting ourselves in places that are unknown to us. And so that part of my experience, I think I was able to use for the part where we get into this crazy mob world.
Yeah, I feel like I've been a Raj type before where I was just like, I don't care. I don't care. College,
Who cares?
Who needs it? I'd go to classes only because my parents made me, but I truly didn't want to go. So, there are elements of Raj that I was able to relate to. And so I just brought that part of me there and heightened him as high as I could to play Raj.
And what aspects of the series' portrayal of cultural identity, particularly the South Asian American identity, that did you find the most compelling?
I think just us being in it.
Yeah.
Oftentimes people like us who are in projects are often, just off, side characters off to the side or whatever. And we have to do so much for the culture in the 2 seconds of screen time that we have, which is asking way too much of people.
Yeah.
So to be on a show where there is so many South Asian characters and we can kind of infuse our own culture. There was a lot of moments on set where we would be there and he would think of something and be like, oh, what if this character said this or that in the language, you know what I mean? And so,
but also
Yeah.
like, usually on shows, it's someone like us usually gets like a co-star or a guest star. And like he said a second ago, we have 2 seconds to represent the culture, and that's a lot of pressure. With this show, we had 10 episodes and we had time to breathe.
Yeah.
And we had time to slowly introduce things and there was people of South Asian descent in almost every department, whether it's in the writer's room or director or, cast, the
art
set
department,
deck,
set design,
there was people in every department just to make it as authentic and real as possible.
Yeah, so having that kind of representation, not just in front of the camera, but
behind the camera as well.
Throughout, kind of, it's definitely noticeable. You see the sets and you go, oh, there's things in there, and I think that people will notice those little details of authenticity.
Yeah.
And what were some of the ways you prepared for your roles?
How did I prepare? Like, definitely, I learned my lines.
Drexel University.
Yeah. I got a 4-year degree.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it was just like, we did a lot of rehearsals.
Yeah.
We made sure that we were prepared because this opportunity, it felt different than other shows.
Yeah.
And so you wanted to bring that extra layer of, prepping with each other. We would have our own rehearsals at the hotel.
Yeah, we would meet up.
Yeah.
And, they don't know we used to do this, but like we would meet up and we would rewrite our own lines, like pitch our own jokes. When we got to set, we would do what they gave us.
Of course, you want to honor what's on the page.
Yeah,
but to have options.
We gave each other options. We, helped each other with jokes. Mostly him helping me with jokes.
But a lot of it was in the interest of, we're so invested in the show. We wanted to make sure that when we got on set, our understanding of the snes and our characters and each other's characters, and our dynamic and our relationship with everybody on the show felt fully thought out and fully, fleshed out, and that we were coming to set, which made working so much better because that everybody on set wanted to be there and that we had all done the work to make sure that we could really be free and have fun and be open and not be like freaking out. So all that pre-work of going over the lines and learning our scenes and, doing exploration really helped.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much.